Tonight on the driving test, a single dad who puts it all on the line. A local identity who really hits the mark. And a test that's one of a kind.
Please don't do this.
Will they pass?
Adding up your points.
Or will they fail? Out in the sticks beyond Darwin, it's truck country. And 66-year-old Vietnam vet Daryl has decided he wants his heavy combination truck licence.
As long as I'm active, I'm probably a workaholic a bit, and that's why I do these challenges here.
Taking on the challenge to teach Daryl is driving instructor Glenn, an expert on every class of vehicle, from motorbikes to road trains.
All right there, Glenn.
And these two Palmerston locals go way back.
I've known Daryl about 10 years. I met him up when he was rummaging through bins. He actually collects cans and bottles and does a lot of recycling work.
There was 80 cents there. Got two more and I got $1. Look how easy's that.
He's a real goer.
Before this senior citizen tackles a full-length loaded trailer, it's baby steps, starting with a prime mover.
All right, let's get in this thing.
Lesson number 1, getting his head around the 18 gears.
You've got to make a gear change really easy, change early.
But can Daryl keep his mind on the job?
If you want to, I'm in 8th gear now, from 8 straight back to 6. Instead of adding 500 revs, I had about 900. Daryl? Yeah.
With Daryl's thoughts elsewhere, Glenn decides to let him take the driver's seat.
Just jump in the driver's seat when you're ready. Daryl seems to pick things up by doing it. I don't think he'll pick it up so much by being told. He'll be a guy that he'll just learn it by doing it. That's how he'll learn. It's like learning a new dance. Can you dance? No.
Fingers crossed Daryl doesn't have 2 left feet.
Just watch your position on the road because you're a bit close to the left. Now select step. No, that's 8. Back to neutral.
If Daryl wants to get his licence soon, he'll need to put in the hours.
Overall, there's a certain amount of training we'll normally do to get your heavy combination licence. Unfortunately, Daryl's a fairly busy old fella and he's got a lot going on. We'll organise another session.
I won't be around. I've got to go and help me mate bird guiding on Christmas at Cocos Island, so I'm only home for a day.
It seems this busy 66-year-old also doubles as an international bird guide. And Glenn has his concerns.
Daryl's been a bit short on the amount of training I would like to have given him.
Got to fly to Port Moresby.
So what's that all about?
Looking for rare birds out in the coral sea.
Daryl's a pretty rare bird himself, and after just one lesson and not a lot of spare time, has he done enough to get himself match fit?
A bit different than driving my little car, but yeah, I'll get there.
Single dad Rod wants to get his life moving with a licence. So he's taking his first lesson with instructor Mark.
Good afternoon, Mr. Rod. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, not so bad.
Haven't been behind a wheel for a while. The confidence was lacking when I was younger.
Man, your licence number is ancient.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I'm still a bit nervous. I've been on a bike for the past 4 years.
This is where we see what you remember from your first ever driving lessons. Now, car's going nowhere, really, is it?
Nah.
It's because this is on.
Oh. The bike doesn't have a handbrake.
Oh, shit. All right. We'll cut across him. Don't worry about him.
Rod's having to go back to basics, but he's determined to master driving a car for one very special reason.
Then, so how old's your little one?
She's 6.
So she's got you wrapped around her little finger?
Oh, always, mate. Since the day she was born. She's everything. So this is why I need to get my licence so I can go do more quality things with her. She lives with her mum. I only see her 2 days a week. It is hard.
Getting a car licence will mean that he can spend a lot more time and be more involved with his daughter's life.
But time's running out, and if he wants that car licence, Rod first has to overcome some bad habits.
Turn right here. He rides a motorbike, so the road sense is there. It's just his road position that was probably the biggest issue. Just every now and again we slipped into, I'm riding a motorbike, not driving a car.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
what happened there?
I took that a bit sharp. He knew that I was driving like I'd be riding a motorcycle, so I was too far to the left.
We've got that motorbike thing happening again.
Mark picked up on a few things. He was really good.
I like my whip, my tyres, and I like them attached to the car. Oh,
Mark's surprised that Rod's never tried for his car licence before.
The dad didn't teach you?
My old man was pretty strict, so if I started freaking out, he'd just yell at me even more. He's in the Air Force and he's quite structured, and it's my way or the highway.
Screaming at people doesn't work. It's very counterproductive.
It's a busy day for Mark, changing from instructor to examiner for a test with 17-year-old student Irene.
Ah, Miss Irene, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
That's wonderful.
She wants her licence for a whole lot of reasons.
My hobbies are soccer. I like fishing, hunting, forward driving.
Ready for this?
To be that all-round territory girl, Irene needs to pass this test.
Your driving test number, 17844.
Having failed once already, Irene is hoping it will be second time lucky.
When you're ready, we'll drive off.
With only a month of training behind the wheel, Irene has to trust she's done enough.
Miss Irene, a nice young lady. Okay, at this roundabout, we're going to turn right. We get to the roundabout, the instruction is turn right at the roundabout. Big problem came is that we're in a single lane, but it goes onto the roundabout into two lanes. So technically, she should be in the right-hand lane to go round to turn to the right. Turn it right. And we suddenly go into the left-hand lane.
I drove onto the roundabout and I was like, oh my gosh, the lane is over there.
She knows she's done something wrong. You can see it in her face.
It hasn't been a good start for this 17-year-old. If Irene wants to pass, she can't afford any more mistakes.
Okay, see that ute there? I'd like you to stop right next to it, and then we're going to reverse back and park directly behind it, please. She stops. She forgot to indicate when she stops, so she's lost a mark there. We started to reverse, and all of a sudden she just stopped. I went, oh, why are we stopping?
There's cars everywhere and there's a car behind me. I was just so nervous. I didn't want the car waiting there for me for ages. I didn't want to reverse into the car.
All of a sudden she decided, well, I'm not going to sit here. It took me a bit by surprise because I've not actually had someone do that to me.
"17-year-old student Irene is halfway through her test, and her reverse parallel park is proving a problem.
All of a sudden she decided, well, I'm not going to sit here. And she just pulled forward and parked the car. And I thought, okay. Okay, once that car's gone, we'll move off and we'll try and find somewhere else to do that. I find another suitable vehicle and get her to do the reverse parallel.
Second attempt for Irene, and it's not looking good.
We ended up being a bit crooked. So she loses a point for a positional error. We come up the little side road, it's 50k an hour. And I'm looking across and she's creeping up and creeping up.
Irene has taken her eyes off the speedo. She just wants to get to the finish line.
And I'm sitting there thinking, please, please don't do this. But it crept up too much. We ended up doing 57 and a 50.
As the test ends, she's still holding out hope.
Okay, make it safe, please, Miss Irene. Let's talk about that roundabout up there. We go out and it's a single lane, but it's a two-lane roundabout. When you go around, the white line that goes round is not actually solid, it's actually broken. So I mark that down as a positional error rather than an illegal manoeuvre. And there, when we went to do the reverse parallel parking, wasn't it? You didn't indicate when we pulled over, so you lost an indicator there. But we stopped, and then you went, no, I'm not happy with this, so I'm going to move forward and park the car. I'm not going to cause an obstruction. Very good. Good decision making. Now, When we came down and ran the back of the swimming pool car park, that road is one of the few roads that we actually go on. It's 50k an hour. You were doing 57. Okay, so because of that, only because of that, you've not been successful today.
I did 7 Ks over the speed limit.
It's a sign there for me to say that I've told you the result.
I am very crushed. I normally don't speed, but I was really nervous this time.
Over in Palmerston, Daryl has decided he wants his heavy combination truck licence. In his first lesson with instructor Glenn, he conquered the 18-speed gearbox.
Neutral, rev, 7. That's it, push her in. Beautiful.
I've drove a tank that's more stable than that.
Yeah, that's it, right.
With his busy schedule, Daryl has found time for just one more lesson before taking his test. But how will he go navigating a 45-foot semi-trailer around Darwin's tightest turns?
So I'm going to take Daryl through Roundabout Alley, which is a street which has non-stop roundabouts from end to end.
Yeah, I'm ready. And Glenn says I'm ready. We'll find out.
There we go.
I don't know if I'm too pumped, but
Regulation.
when I get back, I might be more pumped.
As Darwin holds its breath, Daryl hits the open road.
The big danger now for Daryl with a 45-foot semi-trailer is to get around the roundabouts without running over any small cars or roundabouts. So let's see how wide he can take his turns. So stay close to the curb as you approach. That way we keep off his inside lane. Got to give way, stop. I know he's turning though.
Not even on the first roundabout, and Daryl's positioning is off.
Well, it's a good roundabout, but there's a lot of people can't drive it properly.
You're not wrong, Daryl.
You need to get out wider, Daryl.
Yeah, I just touched that.
Don't run over their grass.
I didn't get their grass, I got their curb.
That curb.
Daryl's not too bothered about hitting the roundabouts, but just one bump come test day, and it's an instant fail.
It wasn't as challenging as I expected.
Oh, you're getting close to that curb, Daryl.
The curbs are made to go over though.
If we do hit a curb on the driving test, it is a failure test.
Couldn't have went any wider.
Yeah, over side. Use the outside lane this time. No, use the outside lane. Right out wide, wider. Right wide, Daryl.
Yeah.
No, you're not going wide enough, mate. You've got all this room out there. How'd we go that time?
Yeah, just touched it.
I wasn't too fussed that I did put the wheel up on there. In a way,
It's test day for 27-year-old single dad, Rod.
Hi, Rodney, how are we? I'm Andrew.
Rod.
Not bad.
Rod has a lot riding on passing, as he explained in his lesson.
So how old's your little one?
She's 6. The main reason I wanted to get my licence is so I could spend a bit more time with her.
But he'll have to overcome his motorbike tendencies
We've got that motorbike thing happening again.
if he wants his car licence.
Your test sheet number's 17210. Nervous?
Not really. Yes. Being in a test, you're always going to be nervous because you know you're being assessed.
When you're ready, we'll go for a drive.
Just seconds into the test, and Rod is already letting the nerves get on top of him.
Breathe.
With so much at stake for Rod and his 6-year-old daughter, he quickly falls back into bad habits.
Rodney had a couple positioning errors, maybe a bit of nerves.
I've still got to get out of that bike mode, making sure I'm a bit more right than left.
Halfway through and positioning losing him points by the minute, Rod's test is on the edge.
Straight ahead. Get you to pull over for a 3-point turn.
Will Rod's 3-point turn get him back on track?
And you're ready.
Andrew's asked me to do my 3-point turn. I actually felt pretty confident on that one.
With just minutes to go, Rod has to show examiner Andrew he has complete control of the vehicle.
By his reaction, I'm guessing he realised he did nudge the curb. Continue straight ahead. That silence in the car, I could feel that.
I was pretty disappointed. I thought I failed.
Rod knows a fail means he'll lose precious time with his daughter.
Brandon, give me a second. You can breathe now. Just give me a second. I'll just add up your points and see how we went.
When Andrew was adding up my score, I forgot to breathe.
With Rod's test now over, has he done enough to get a licence and make his daughter proud?
You can breathe now. Just give me a second. I'll just add up your points and see how we went. Okay, let's run through your test sheet. A couple of positioning errors, occasionally just a bit wide and just clipping solid white lines. 3-point turn, did your 3 moves, did nudge the curb. Positioning error on that one there. Adding up your points.
The way that he paused, made my gut sing.
Rodney. Congratulations.
No way.
Yes way.
Thanks,
You
sir.
passed your driving test.
Oh, I was a bit worried there.
And breathe now.
Thank you.
See you later.
Oh, it means everything, you know, like getting my licence. I can actually start taking my daughter out a bit more and, you know, being a better dad for my kid.
It's test day for one of the busiest men in Darwin.
It's the morning of the test. It's all been rush. To fit it all in with everything else I got and the bird tours I'm doing it. Hey, I think I'm ready.
Daryl has just 45 minutes to prove to instructor-turned-examiner Glenn that he knows his way around a semi-trailer.
You comfortable?
He can't afford to waste a single second.
Werner, Daryl, can you do the shops for me?
But recycling waits for no man.
Yeah, you do the shop?
Yeah, because I'm going to be tied up.
Do it, yeah?
Yeah, well, you go and do the shops for me. I'll come and see you later.
Okay, see you, bye.
Bye. There you go.
With his mind back in the game and under the close watch of Glenn, Daryl's first challenge is to hook the truck to the trailer.
Initially, I want to see that Daryl hooks on the trailer and does all his safety checks. So he's got to make sure it's coupled on properly, all the air lines are hooked on. And then he's got to do a few visual checks to make sure it all looks like it's hunky-dory.
He's a hard taskmaster and we'll see if he got any sense into me.
With only a few lessons under his belt and on his first attempt, Daryl's on a roll. Will he achieve the hookup?
Head out the road and let's do it.
I was a bit worried because Daryl did miss a couple of his driving lessons, but immediately his gear changing was sort of textbook. Straight away, he started getting up the gears, no problem.
Daryl has to prove to examiner Glenn he has complete control of the 45-foot semi. More than halfway through his test, and Daryl approaches a roundabout. In Daryl's lesson, he mounted his fair share of roundabouts. But now, one single bump will mean an immediate fail.
Coming, blind spot.
His position was good. He kept it out nice and wide.
You okay? Haven't run over any curves yet? Oh.
I think we successfully got around that roundabout. Daryl is actually impressing me quite a lot. And he feels nice and safe, which of course is the number one thing we're looking for with a driver.
Daryl is on track to passing his heavy combination truck test. But the licence isn't his just yet. They now return back to base for one final manoeuvre.
All he's got to do now is basically back the semi into a parking area.
You go straight ahead and then chuck a U-turn out in the paddock there. Come back between these witches' hats.
We've set up some witches' hats, there's about a 1 metre gap between a witch's hat and the side of a trailer. And ideally what we want to see is that Daryl can back the trailer and end up basically in the middle of those witch's hats.
I knew I was right on my side because I was inside them hats that I think, and that's what I was working on.
So we have got a mirror on our left-hand passenger door, and on that mirror I can see the front left wheel, and I can see that witch's hat getting closer and closer.
"66-year-old Daryl is in the final moments of his heavy combination truck test. All he needs to do is back up the trailer and end up in the middle of the traffic cones.
So we have got a mirror on our left-hand passenger door, and on that mirror I can see the front left wheel, and I can see that witch's hat getting closer and closer. Lucky witch's hats are cheap, eh?
I didn't even know I did it.
Look up here.
I can't see it. In the top mirror.
Because I couldn't see any in the mirror that I did. It was down under the front wheel, that's why. And he had a secret mirror there he never told me about, where I could have watched that one and missed it.
With the semi-trailer parked, Daryl's test is officially over. Now it's up to Glenn to tally the score and deliver the verdict. Will it be a pass or a fail?
Okay. Yeah, so Daryl, the overall drive, mate, that was a really good drive, a huge improvement from where you started, and 90% of that drive was really good. The reversing a trailer probably wasn't quite where we have to be. So, unfortunately, you failed.
Oh, that's all right. I done my best.
We missed a couple of our drives, and I think that made the difference between a pass and a fail.
I can do another test, the thing, that's there, and I can just treat this one as another lesson, not a test. And next time I'll pick them mistakes up.
Irene passed her next test and spends her weekends driving out bush to catch barramundi. Rod hung up his bike helmet, got himself a new job, and he's spending more time with his daughter. Daryl still doesn't have his truck licence, but he's on the brink of discovering a new bird species and becoming Darwin's next Darwin.